Hello, guys. It's the end of the week. I hope you had a fantastic trading week. I hope you had a lovely week as we did. If you're new to the channel, my name is Laurent. People prefer calling me Black. Stick around. I'm sure you'll find value in this video. So, what we're going to be looking at today is how to use the Fibonacci retracement. Now, what's a Fibonacci retracement, right? Well, a Fibonacci retracement is a tool that's used by traders to wave, how far the impulse wave will retrace before going back and pushing back with the impulse direction. So for instance, you have this wave kind of moving that way in a bullish direction, and then it starts retracing, but you know how far it will go back before actually, you know, coming back to push all the way up there, right? Now, the Fibonacci, excuse me, the Fibonacci tool, that's where it comes in handy because it has these key levels in which the market confluence with the right key market structure can actually be a very strong tool, right? Now, the Fibonacci retracement tool has a couple of levels. I'm going to break it down for you guys. This is how the Fibonacci tool looks. Well, I removed a couple of levels, so let me put them back. I don't use all of them, so I don't, you know. Okay, so that's about it. That's about it. Okay, now these are the Fibonacci key levels in which the market mostly uses them. There's this is how the Fibonacci tool actually looks like. So it's from 0 to 1. Others look from 0 to 100. And similarly up here, depending on 0 to 1 or 0 to 100, it will be 0.38 or 38, 0.5 or 50, 0.6 or 0.61, 0.71 or 71, 0.78 or 78%, right? Now, the way it works is that this tool, you apply it in the direction in which the wave is moving. Like for instance, if the wave is moving in an uptrend, you start with the wave from the bottom of the wave, and then you put it all the way up there from this to this tip up here, right? As so. And then this wave will actually automatically, most of the time, fall among these levels. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of levels. Each level has its own representation, right? Now, with me, I don't like complicating things a lot, so I always remove the 0 and 1 because I know where the wave ends and where the wave begins, right? Now, we're only left with these among 5 levels. Now, among these 5 levels, you can actually see there's 0.38, 0.5, 0.3618, 0.71, and 0.78. If the wave is very strong, the wave is almost always going to retrace to around 0.38. If it's a strong wave, if it's a very strong impulse wave, then you know that the market will only retrace to around 0.38. Now, my favorite key levels in the Fibonacci are actually 0.5 and 0.31. 0.618. These two are called the golden key levels because these ones are touched by the market most of the times. And these two actually retrace, they actually represent a healthy trend, not a very strong trend and not a very weak trend. Because if the market actually reached all the way down here to around 0.71 and 0.78, this represents a very weak trend. Now, these two, 0.5 and 0.61, actually represent a healthy trend. That's why they're called the golden key. The market, most of the time, it's just a healthy trend. It's not very strong, it's not very weak, right? These two are the ones that I use most of the times, okay? So now, then my Fibonacci tool actually looks like this because I actually remove the rest and just leave my golden babies, right? Because they're the ones that are most productive in this scenario. So after seeing these two, then I realize, okay, the market has to retrace to among these two, whichever zone or whichever key level that will be confluenced with the certain market structure, then that's the one I'll be using. So that means, let's say maybe we have a market direction as so. Let me use it as an example so that you can understand better. Let's say we have a zone here, right? And then the market is actually moving like this. It came about this way and then pow, and then, you know, something like that, right? Now, if you put maybe your Fibonacci level like that, and then it retraces all the way down there, perfect. Like, look at this example right now. So if a similar scenario happens, right? So what you're going to do, like for instance, right now, just going to click on my Fibonacci, right? Excuse me, I just deleted it. I'm just going to, okay, I just placed it like that, right? And then I placed it the other way around the other time. But as you can see, it matches with the 0.5. So that means this 0.61 won't be of use anymore, because the 0.5 is actually the one that confluences with this zone. So even though the 0.618 is actually another strong golden key level, I'm going to remove it and leave the 0.5, because this is the place in which it confluences with the zone. So that means the market is most likely to react one at around here than around 0.618, because it doesn't have another confluence, right? So that's how you actually use the Fibonacci key levels, by confluencing them with the market structures and using the golden key levels to actually determine where the market will be retracing to and bouncing off next. Now, let us look at this in the data, like the market actual price data. We're on the UJ daily. Oh, already. Let me remove these. So, okay. Now, for you to determine the price movement, you need to have 3 points. So we're going to be analyzing this wave here, right? We're going to be looking at this wave from here all the way out here. This is what we're going to be dancing with right now. Just us and the market, guys. We're going to be dancing with this baby. Okay, cool. Let's look at this. So the first things first, we need to determine the first impulse wave. Where did it begin? Where did it end? And where did it retrace to? But in the market, you only have the beginning and the end, right? So what does that mean? That means, for instance, if you placed your Fibonacci here, if you only had these 2 points here, right? And then you place the Fibonacci tool here, the first point and the second point, you have to extend it a little bit. You can see that, for instance, here, the 0.5 did not hold the market structure. If you place the 0.618, you can see that's the place where the market actually went and hit 0.618 here, right? That's where the market retraced to before actually bouncing off, pushing all the way above, breaking this zone, and then retracing all the way again here. Once you see a retracement starting, what do? You actually just look for 2 points. This is the first point, this is the second point. You put your Fibonacci, right? Here you can see that the market is 0.618. The market didn't reach that level. If you put 0.5, yep, it touched it, confluencing with an uptrending, ascending trend line and a zone, even better. Prices bounced off here, broke above here, and they're still pushing above. Only today, this candle is the bearish candle, right? But it's a very strong bullish trend. So you can actually see that the market, and actually even here, you can actually see that the market did retrace to a point in which there is a zone. You can see here the market tested it here, tried to break, pushed back a bit, and then came back to retest the zone. So it's actually the places where you need to look for the market structures that confluence with the Fibonacci key levels. That's where the market is going to retrace and bounce off. Okay, guys. So I hope this video has been of value to you. If so, give us a quick thumbs up to help us on our YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe for more future content. Without further ado, I hope you have a lovely weekend, refreshing weekend, ready to face the market the coming week. This was Black speaking. Peace out, guys. Peace and love.